Alright folks, today I'm going to show you the 10 most powerful accessories you can buy for your gimbal. Today they are set up on DJI RS3, but don't worry if you don't have a DJI gimbal. Most of these accessories are universal, so you can fit them on to whatever gimbal you have. So let's dive in. The first accessory you're going to take a look at is of course the side handle. And why the side handle? Because the side handle is probably one of the most important accessories you can buy. And one of the good thing is it's one of the cheapest accessories you can buy for a gimbal, and it makes a huge difference. I've talked about this a million times, but I'll say it again. You need to get a side handle. So the side handle does a lot of things. It gives you a better posture. You have a better grip, you can better steer the gimbal. That's just some of the benefits. There's so many other benefits. But let me show you the one that I have. This one is the one from Ulanzi, and it's made out of aluminum and it has these small teeth where your hands goes into. There's a lot of mounting points on this one, which I really like. I have put a quick release plate on. This one doesn't come with it. I'll get into that later, but it's just great, and it's only 29 bucks. Like, when do you get something this good for 29 bucks? I have added it to the gimbal just down here, and as you saw before, it's really nice, it's sturdy, and it holds the monitor as well. So a side handle is a must. The next accessory we're going to take a look at is of course a quick release plate for your gimbal and also for your camera, because who wants to screw everything in and out every time you need it? So let me show the quick release plate that I use, which I have on everything. It's this one, is the quick release, is the Ulanzi F38 quick release plate. It's this little guy. The reason why I use this one is because it's so good. It's the best one I've ever tried. It fits to anything, it locks in place. It has this little locking thing right here where you can lock it so it doesn't open again. And I have it on all my things. It's on my cameras, the two cameras that are filming right there. I have it on the camera right here, you can see. It's actually in the bottom. This is actually a cage where this one is baked right into it. So this cage comes with the F38 plate. So I can slide this one right onto there, take it off again. I also have it on the actual gimbal down here. You can see it sits right down here. The F38 plate is right there. That's the F38 plate, and that slides into the other plate, so I can just slide this one back on. So what I recommend you do is that buy at least 2 or 3 so that you so you can put one on your camera, one on the gimbal's bottom right here, and then you're having a spare one if you needed to put on anything else. Let's move on to the base plates of the gimbal, because I have a custom one on this one as well. This one is this one right here. It's from Ulanzi. It's with the F38 plate put right into the base plate. It's made for DJI gimbals. They also make one for shooting gimbals, which are actually the ones that I have in my hand right here. It's really good and it works perfectly with the gimbals, but it only works with the F38 plates. So if you don't want that, I recommend you go out and buy the small rig plate instead of using the one that comes with the DJI gimbals, because this one is Arca Swiss and it's universal, so that I can put anything on there. And the good thing about that is the F38 plate right here has an Arca Swiss mount right there on the side. So I can just mount this one to this plate, and I have an F38 plate for my gimbal. So buy one of these two instead of using the one that comes with the DJI gimbals, especially because they only work for DJI mounts. It's really, really stupid made, but that's how they made it. I recommend buying one that's universal. Next up, let's talk about this sling that I have on me right here. I've talked about this one before. I've actually made a fully dedicated video about this sling and why I have it on, because it makes such a big difference when you use it when you're shooting on a gimbal. The thing that it does, it helps me support the gimbal when I'm not using it. I have these small clips right here, you can see where it goes into, and it gives me a third point of contact if I need that, but it also gives me a way to rest the gimbal when I'm not using it. But to take it even further, there's a company that saw that video, they call Small Rig actually. I don't know if you know them, but They took that product that is actually a rifle sling. We use these in the military. You can go back and watch the video if you want to. I'll leave links down below. But it's a rifle sling that I converted to use on the gimbal. But Small Rig took that and they made this one. It's really nice. It's gray color. It's actually the same as the one. It has the same mounts right here where you can put this one into there and it locks into place. Has the Small Rig logo there on with some leather. It's really nice. And the reason why you should consider this one is because in the bottom of this gimbal right here, there is a plate which comes with this strap. It's a base plate that has a little carb in here, so once you mount this, this won't slide around, so it's fully locked in. And then I've added the F38 in the bottom here, but it has the holes for this one. You see, it just fits right in there without any problems. There's also a hole on the back side, which is super amazing. And they also add one that you can add on the top of the handle right here or anywhere else on the gimbal where this mount is. So that's the tactical sling. I don't know what they call this Small Rig, but I'll make a dedicated video about this one. You can either get this or you can get the one that I have, the black one, which you can get in any tactical store. You can get it on Amazon. Really good. Another dope accessory is the extension pole, which is very overlooked. I think that many creators need this one in their bag so that they don't have to bend over that much when they use the gimbal. This is super cheap, it's super simple. The one I have is a 30 centimeter carbon fiber extension. Bought on Amazon. It just makes a huge difference when you shoot with your gimbal if you add this one to it. What I do is that I take the pole right here, I add the tripod to it. I take the handle, there we go, boom, set it down, and then I can slide the gimbal onto here. It has a lot of benefits when you're shooting with a extension like this. You have longer reach, you have more control, you can rest it on your arm, you can fake a drone shot. There's so many benefits of having just an extension of 30 centimeters, but many creators don't know that. So buy an extension, just have it in your bag so you can always plug it into your gimbal, and you will be amazed of how many good things this one can do for you. Next thing I have is the back handle. And you might say, hey, I can get the back handle with the combo version, but I don't think you should do that because the combo version gives you this back handle right here, which is the DJI handle. I'm not a fan of it. It doesn't have a locking mechanism, so it can slide off. The teeth here are really big. I have to open this a lot for it to be open. It's rubber, but it's not as good as the one Small Rig has made. Let me show you why. The Small Rig one here has, you see, I can just open this one, easily goes, small teeth, lock it again. If we put it onto the other side, if I open this one, it will not fall out because it has a locking mechanism in the bottom. This one doesn't have this. It kind of just goes on there, you see? No locks. So there's a safety feature on this one which I really like. There we go, lock this one in place. It has a couple of mounting options here on the side. There's a cold shoe mount and there is a 1/4 inch screw right there. Instead of buying the combo version and getting the back handle, I recommend taking the Small Rig. It's really nice in the hand. Love this one. Let's take a look at the monitor that I have on this gimbal, because having a monitor on your gimbal is key because it gives you a lot more real estate to look at when you're shooting on the gimbal. And you can also angle it in different positions. Like if I'm shooting in briefcase mode, I can angle this one, look at it from upside there, not a problem. If you are using the screen on the back of the gimbal, it's really small and sometimes it's hard to see if you're in focus. Having a better screen just gives you a better way to shoot with the gimbal. The way that I mount this one is with this little F38 fall cam quick release monitor mount that is on this one. Let me show you. The monitor here is the Small HD Focus. 5, I think. They don't make it anymore, I don't know why. It's really, really good. But get any other 5-inch monitor and you're good. But the mount we're looking at here is the F32 from Makholm or Lancy that makes these ones. It has a little quick release plate, it goes onto there, and then it has this swivel mount, which I really like. It can swivel in any direction, this one. It can also swing left and right, which as you saw before when I put it on there, I can swing it left to right. So it goes in any direction, which is really nice. It's not that expensive. I've used small rigs before and other ones, but this one is the one that I like the most. This one I get a lot of questions about, because how do you mount a microphone on your gimbal? So the way that I do it is that I have it out to the side, and the one that I use is the Rode Video Micro 2, I think it's called. It's super small and compact. I have it out on the side. All the cords is onto the side here and just fits into there. I really like this microphone, and I have it on a cage so I can have it out to the side. And the reason why I have it out to the side is because once I put it on the gimbal, it won't interfere with anything. You can see if I put the gimbal into briefcase mode, whoops, the microphone is out to the side. So if you want to use a microphone on your gimbal, I recommend this one, and put it out to the side so that it's always pointing in the direction that you're shooting and it won't interfere with the gimbal. Lastly, I want to show you something that is not really for your gimbal, it's mainly for your camera. It's an ND filter, and it's really important when you shoot video because it's like a pair of sunglasses. And the one that I use is from Nisi Filters, and the reason why I use this one is because it's true color. Some ND filters tend to have a color shift. This one doesn't, so it's a 2 to 5 stop, and I really love this one. I've also used Peter McKinnon's. It has a little bit of a green tint on it, but it is doable. The Nisi filters are key. Now that you got your gimbal set up and you're out shooting, you're still wondering why your shots aren't that smooth. It could be because your settings aren't adjusted correctly. So go watch this video right here and I'll help you on that one.